playing cowboy.
Come on, let's go.
I'm an old cowhand from the big old grass, and my legs ain't bald.
If you're looking for a fight, you're gonna find it.
And my teeth ain't tan.
Say, you reckon this thing is loaded?
Hi, I'm John Malos, and welcome to this edition of Connect with Me, live on the showroom floor at Ventura TV. We've got the world of sports today. We're going to be talking golf. Hey, the U.S. Open Golf Championship starts tomorrow. We have a golf instructor in the house today. He is also going to become, very shortly, the owner of a golf course here in Fresno. Your phone calls are important. 436-ME-TV, hit option 11. Don't wade through the message, and turn down the sound on your television. Back in just a moment. No doubt about it, we're talking about the world of sports today and how appropriate, because tomorrow will be the first round of the U.S. Open Golf Championship in Pennsylvania. It'll be interesting to see if Sergio Garcia and Tiger Woods kiss and make up after the exchange. Well, after Sergio, for the most part, insulted Tiger Woods. They got into it at a golf tournament not too long ago, and words were exchanged, and Sergio had some very harsh words directed toward Tiger's way. We'll see how that all plays out over the weekend. It's Father's Day weekend, and always on Father's Day weekend, of course, it is the U.S. Open Golf Championship. I can't wait for that. And speaking of golf, we have a golf course right here in Fresno that has been around more than a quarter century. Believe it or not, it's located in northwest Fresno. Let's go to the videotape. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Talking about Islewood Golf Course. It's in northwest Fresno, right down by the river. You're looking at Jim Perez. He has been the teaching pro there since 1994. The course was built in 1989, but Jim has been there for, well, the better part of 20 years, you might as well say. But now he wants to own that golf course, as he is in the process of purchasing the property right now. It is in escrow. It should close by July the 22nd. In fact, it might even close sooner than that, and if it does, he will make all the improvements. He is planning a total redesign. He is going to redesign the entire course. 8 of the 9 holes will be redesigned. He is also going to change the name. That's a look at Jim's golf swing out there yesterday at Islewood. A little hot out there, but not too bad. He is also going to try to qualify, Jim is, for the senior U.S. Open Golf Championship that will take place later this year. Wish I could say the same. Boy, that would be fun to play in that tournament. Live in our studio right now is the one and only Jim Perez, a return guest. He's been here twice before. He is the teaching pro out at Islewood. He is soon going to be the owner of that golf course. Your phone calls are important. 436-ME-TV, hit option 11, and don't wade through that long recording. Just hit option 11 ASAP, and then also don't forget, turn down the sound on your television set. The U.S. Open Golf Championship starts tomorrow. We're talking golf today. We'll show you every single, well, almost every single redesign project that Jim wants to do out there at Islewood via video. We're back with our guest in just a moment.
Frigidaire. We introduced the first home freezer, the first pulsator agitator washer, and now we introduce the Frigidaire Orbit Clean dishwasher, designed with a unique wash arm that gives you 4 times more water coverage for a consistently better clean. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
We're back here on Connect with Me, 436 Me TV, hit option 11. Remember, turn down the sound on your television set. We are talking about Islewood Golf Course, a total redesign in the process, or it will be shortly. Jim Perez, the teaching pro out there for 20 years. How are you, sir?
I'm very good, thanks.
You're all
Good to
pumped
see you.
up about tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm very excited.
Were you saying it might rain?
It's supposed to rain late in the afternoon, so it's gonna be tough. They've already had 5 inches of rain there.
Yes.
So the fairways are very soft, which is good for the pros hitting their drives, because when the ball hits, it's going to stick and stay and not go into that thick grass.
Yes.
Roll off into the thick
So
grass.
is Tiger and Sergio, are they going to kiss and make up, or is Tiger going to give him the cold shoulder?
I got to tell you, Tiger usually takes the high road on this. He's done some really bad things, but he's taking the high road, not saying anything bad. So Sergio's trying to apologize. They said he's written a letter, and we might see it.
Oh, well, who knows?
Who knows?
It's a sideshow.
It's a sideshow, part of the action. This is what goes on,
Hey, I want to get to your golf course.
Yes,
so
sir.
this thing is an escrow now. You're in the process of purchasing the golf course itself.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
July 1st, everything gets done July 1st. We're starting July 1st. If not, 1st of August.
Okay, because escrow is supposed to close on the 22nd,
On the 22nd
but you know how
of
these
July.
things go.
Yeah, it could be before, it could be a little later, but somewhere in there we're going to get going.
It's going to happen.
Yes.
And so one of the places, I want to turn you to the monitor here, because yesterday I was out there, of course, with you. You're going to redesign. Let's start with the driving range. Let's roll the videotape and take a look at the driving range as it stands right now. What are we looking at here,
Well,
Jim?
that's the chip and putt area.
Oh, that's the chip and putt area.
That's the chip and putt area. That's fine. But basically, you're going to be able to practice now from 20, 30, 40, 50, out to 60 yards away from flags. So we're going to place some flags out there strategically, put some sand traps out there. We're going to make this the best short game area.
This chip and putt area is there now, but you're going to redesign it.
Correct. That's exactly right. This chip and putt area is basically a 9-hole, 25-yard to 40-yard holes. And we just are not really utilizing that correctly, so I'm going to make it into a short game practice facility.
How will it be better, do you think?
Well, there aren't very many places here in Fresno where you can actually go and hit 20, 30, 40, 50, 60-yard pitch shots, and those are so important in the short game. I mean, short game is so important in the scope of the game.
Yeah.
You better be good at it, otherwise you're not going to get up and down and make your par. So I think that's so critical, and there's really nothing like it in the valley. So
and
I think
how many of those chip and hole putts or chip and putt holes will there be?
Well, actually, there's going to be 3 flags out there, and there's going to be 3 big bunkers to be working over and utilizing those bunkers for that practice green.
All right.
So,
I jumped the gun a little bit. I talked about the driving range first. Let's go to the driving range video right now, and we can talk about it. We're looking as it sits right now.
Yeah, in between those trees there and the trees that you're going to see on the other side, there's 200 yards available of hitting space. And we utilize 100 yards at a time. And it's 60-yard deep of grass. So there's
So this
plenty of
area
grass.
right here, you're letting it regrow right now.
Exactly.
No one hits in this area
For a
now.
whole month, nobody
Okay.
will be there. Month and
Okay.
a half. That's regenerating. The grass is
Right, and you can see the people there that are hitting
and
at the driving range.
that's the other 100 yards that are available to the average anybody who comes out right now.
How will this change now?
Well, if you notice, there's little baskets all over the place here that people have to carry their balls out to the driving range, and what we want to do is eliminate that. We want to put pyramids of golf balls, so when you get out of your car into pay for your golf balls, then you just walk straight out. You don't have to carry anything anymore.
And that area will change too, where you hit the balls.
This area out here right now has yardage markers that say 75, 100, 125, so on and so forth. We're going to change that and we're going to actually put greens out there, because when you go play golf, there's greens. So we want to make it a little more realistic for you to be firing at targets.
Will there be flag sticks with the greens?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
There'll be flag sticks on there, just like you would find at a golf course.
You gonna put a sand trap or 2 out there?
We might make it look that way. Give it a little more realistic view.
Right. So you're basically giving this thing a facelift. It's a spruce up.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to change it a little bit. We're going to change the sprinkler systems. And then right down the center of that driving range, we're going to put bunkers, actually. So you can actually practice fairway bunker shots that you can't find anywhere here in the Central Valley right now.
Right. Now, 8 of the 9 holes are going to, go through a total redesign out there at Islewood. We're talking with Jim Perez. He's the teaching pro at Islewood Golf Course. It's the 9-hole course out there by the river in northwest Fresno. A great course, been around since 1989. 436-ME-TV is the number. Hit option 11. Let's go to the first hole. That one is going to be redesigned. And this is the first hole as we see it now. What changes will be made here?
Well, first of all, there's 5 holes out there now, and we're going to convert it into a 9-hole. This going down the first fairway right here, the green is actually going to be a 223-yard hole instead of a 380-yard hole.
Is that what it is now?
It's 380 yards, exactly, and it's always into the wind, so technically this hole plays about 400 to 420 yards.
And what's on the right of this hole?
The river is right there. All along that bluff is the river. So it's
Okay.
kind of nice that we're surrounded all by either river or lakes.
Okay.
So this will be a 223-yard par 4, and what I want to have people understand is that golf is so difficult, and we keep making golf courses harder and harder, and that's where slow play is coming into. Right now, that's a big thing at the U.S. Open that they're talking about, slow play.
Slow play.
So the other thing is that most people don't know what a par is or a birdie. So now you're going to actually learn what it feels like to have a birdie or a par.
Yeah, we're coming up on the green here on the first hole, and
This
so
will be the second hole now.
this will be the second hole
Correct.
now. And you think this will speed play up a little bit on your course?
Absolutely, it'll speed it up, but I think more than anything is that people are going to feel better about playing golf, that they can actually make birdies and pars and even bogeys.
Yeah, and that's the green as it sits now
Exactly.
at Islewood, of course, and that's going to be, you're looking at what will be the second green.
Correct.
Okay.
That's the second green. Yes.
All right, we got to take a break here, talking to Jim Perez, the teaching pro out there at Islewood, a golf course, a beautiful 9-hole golf course, and once it is redesigned, it will be even better. I can't wait for that. We're back with our show in just a moment.
Fasten your bones and let's twizzle.
Weeknights, do the twizzle with me.
Everybody, start in doing the twizzle. Everybody, if you're ready to sizzle, you twist a little and you twist a lot, and when you really get hot, that's the twizzle, twizzle, twizzle.
Weeknights starting at 9/8 Central on MeTV.
We're back here talking about Islewood Golf Course and the total redesign of that golf course that's been around here in Fresno since 1989. That's quite a long time. It's a 9-hole course located out by the river there in northwest Fresno. In fact, it's right on the edge. I mean, you could hit a ball into the river and never see it again, and I'm sure a lot of people have out there. So Jim Perez is going to soon be the owner of Islewood. When do you think this restoration project will be complete once escrow closes?
Yeah, once escrow closes and I go in and start in on the process, it's going to be an overnight to put in 4 temporary greens and tee boxes. So that's not going to be that difficult. And all of us that have played golf, we've played temporary greens. So all of a sudden, people are going to start getting the feel of what this golf course is going to look like. And then I would say within 6 months, we'll have the real new greens on the whole golf course. So we're going to use sod, actually, bent grass, sod. We're going to put that in, and we already have the superintendent to do the job for us.
All right, let's take a look at the third hole as it sits and stands right now. And as you take a look at this video, Jim, tell us what changes will take place on this one here.
Well, this one's really kind of neat because it's the most difficult hole on our course. It's a dogleg right, and it goes all the way around. And where
there you can see the green.
Exactly. Where we're zooming in right now is where the green is. That's 240-yard carry.
Now, Tiger could hit it over the water on the green, but you and I can't?
Well, he could. I can.
You can't. I can't.
I can't.
Yeah, let's get that straight. You can, but I can't.
But so what we're going to do is actually put a green right out where you see that fairway there. So, and then that's going to be a back tee box, which is going to make it right there. That's going to be the back tee box, which is fun because now you got to shoot over a good portion of that lake. And it's only going to be 210 yards, but it's still going to be difficult but fun.
Okay.
And it's
now,
a par 4.
have you done that? Have you hit it over the lake on the green?
Many times.
Many times?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I would probably have to use a baseball bat to get I wouldn't be able to hit it with a golf club. Anyway, let's go to the next videotape. I'm not sure what hole we're going to be looking at here, but this is a total redesign too. As I said earlier in the show, 8 of the 9 holes. Which one is this?
This is actually number 5. This one's going to stay the same. This is a par 3. That's you can see the difficulty of the par 3 here. We even have one of our regulars out there hitting the ball
Yeah, yeah. So what's going to take place? How will this change?
This one here, basically, we're going to change the green because it's we call it the ant hole. Because once your ball rolls on it, it rolls off. So we want to kind of level it off a little bit more.
Now, there's the shot right there. So how will it look different? Will the tee box change? Will the green change?
The tee boxes will not change. The green the green will change, and those two trees will be trimmed a little bit.
Okay.
Because there's very little room. There's about 20 feet of room in between those trees.
Yeah.
So that makes it really, really difficult.
Right.
You know, 20 years ago, those trees weren't that fat, weren't that big.
Yeah.
When this all started.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, when the course opened in 1989, maybe those trees were like this tall.
Yes, exactly.
Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows? All right. Now, you told me yesterday a very interesting story. You had a dream about Tiger Woods, and as you tell that story, I want to take more videotape and show our audience about what's going on here. Here's the lake. Now, what dream did you have with Tiger Woods and this lake here?
So I had a dream Tiger Woods was hitting balls on this lake. He was hitting balls in there. And he was by himself, and I come over and I started talking to him, and, you know, we discussed a few things, his golf swing, and I'm moving his shoulders around, and he was very happy to get my input. And then I woke up, as we do from these types of dreams, and then I realized the dream that came about is that I'm going to put a floating green out there and
on the lake
and do fundraisers for causes like the Wounded Warrior Program or Break the Barriers or anything that needs help. We can bring people out and have fun with it, put a bunch of people on the fairway and have them hit balls. I think it's going to be a great idea.
So a floating green, one floating green.
Yes.
Okay, for a charity event.
Correct.
A charity of their choice.
Exactly.
So if somebody hits a ball on the green, and then I donate $100 to Break the Barriers or whatever.
Well, we might even, you know, it's going to cost you maybe $10 to play, to hit a ball.
All right.
And then the winner will get let's say a car. Who knows? You know, something like that. But all that money that's raised for you to pay to play and hit some balls, all that money will go to the charities, not to the course at all.
All right. Now, you won't be able to go onto the green and putt out. What happens to the golf balls that land there?
Well, you know, it's just, way to go. Great job. You hit the green, because I'm going to tell you, we're going to have to use biodegradable balls, because there'll be more balls in the water than there will be on the green. Remember, this is all for charity, so it'll be fun. It's going to be enjoyable. It'll be a great atmosphere. Raise some money.
Actually, it'll be a lot of fun to see you swim out there onto the greens and take all those balls and throw them back.
Well, that's why they'll be tethered to a rope where we can pull the green in, okay?
No, that's a great idea, because it will help a lot of charities here in
that's
the
exactly
Central
right.
Valley.
Correct.
And that's the whole idea. And anytime we can do anything to help.
Yes, exactly.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
So, why are you doing this?
Wow, that's a great question.
Why do you want to purchase this golf course after, you know, being there so long? Now, they're what, 20 years as a teaching pro?
I've been offered.
Why this step?
I've been offered positions to go teach other cities, L.A., San Diego,
Probably
and I never
Florida.
wanted to. Florida, sure. I coach in Guatemala, and they've been offering me a home and a facility to teach there and pay me a lot of money. But there's nothing like being at home. That's all there is to it.
You're a Fresno
being
guy.
home.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Sanger. You know, I left for a short period of time, came back to Fresno. So I'm a local guy, and I love the people around here. We're real friendly. Everybody tells me that come from out of town. You guys are so friendly in Fresno.
Yeah.
So it's great.
We have it pretty good here compared
We
to
do.
some other
In our
places in the
weather,
country.
usually you could play almost 300 days of the year, so we can't complain.
All right. We're talking to Jim Perez, a teaching pro out there at Islewood, soon to be the owner of Islewood. 436Me TV, hit option 11, turn down the sound. Back in just a moment.
Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're the save energy, save time, save money place. The Energy Star qualified #1 rated high-efficiency Cabrio from Whirlpool Place. You heard right. Right now, save big on select Whirlpool Cabrio laundry pairs and pay no interest when paid in full within 6 months. At the hometown low price, think outside the big box place. Since 1951, Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're working hard to be your place.
Anyway, we're back. We're talking to Jim Perez, at least I was just a second ago. So we're talking about all these job offers you've had. I mean, Florida is kind of the haven for teaching pros down there, is it not?
Yes, exactly.
It really is.
Yeah, there's a golf course on every corner.
I'm in Florida. Oh yeah, in Florida, just about. You know, here it's like 7-Eleven every corner.
Yeah, that's
in
right.
Florida, there's a golf course on
course.
every corner. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no doubt
side
about
by
it.
side, there's golf courses.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, and, well, the weather too is great. But hey, you decided you're a local guy. You're going to stay here.
Yeah, I still like Fresno. We have humidity maybe a week. Go to Florida, humidity for like months.
Right,
Awful.
let's take a call here and see what happens. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. How are you?
Good morning, and number one, congratulations to Jim. I don't know what his new title is going to be at Islewood, and I guess it's not even going to be called Islewood. So my first question is, what are you going to call it?
It's going to be called Bluff Point Golf Course. I mean, you know, we had a couple of different options. We were thinking of different names. We wrote down 20 at least, but that one came to the point. We're right at the bluff. We're right at the edge of the river.
Yeah. You take the Rio Mesa exit off of the 41 northbound. Is that correct?
No, it's actually off of Milburn Avenue in Herndon. You take it. It's between Polk and let's say
Milburn.
Well, Milburn is our street, but you know everybody knows where Polk is, but they don't know where Milburn is. So a lot of people have never heard of Islewood, but we're going to change that soon.
Hey, that's great. And then my other question was, I'd like to get my kid involved in teeing off this summer. Have you got any kid programs that you can tell me about?
Actually, we do. We have the First Tee program is out there with us. How old is your son, you said?
He is going to be 8 years old.
Yeah, perfect. We have the little kids. I think they're like 8, 9, 10 years old and younger. They're with the First Tee program. But if not, you can always check with me. I run golf camps during the summer.
Thank you, and good luck in your new endeavor.
Thank you so much.
So the new name is going to be Bluff Point?
Yes.
Why change the name? Because everybody if the name has been there for so long, the identification with that course is Islewood.
Well, I just think it's time.
Okay.
You know, I think it's time. I'm going to be making some changes, some major changes there. We're in the process of talking to one of our big prominent builders here in town who might be affiliated with me in building that new clubhouse, and it would have their name on it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to show the clubhouse in just a little bit here. That's good. Jim, let's take a look at another hole out there that's going to be a redesign, and this one is like a dog leg left, and very interesting what's going to happen here. You go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fun hole because as you look down this fairway, you see the big clump of trees there. The green right now is 285 yards straight away, but the new green is actually going to be behind those trees right there. So you won't be able to see the hole, so it's going to make you play smart. If you try to hit it over and you don't make it, you're going to get behind these trees. Your drop is going to be behind the trees.
So the new green will be a dog leg left around the bend here, around the trees, on the other side of the tree. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. All right.
So it's going to be
And
fun.
what hole is that?
This is going to be hole number 6 right here.
Number 6.
Yes.
Okay. And again, it'll be a shorter hole.
Correct.
It'll speed play up.
Right.
And really, that's the whole idea for this golf course, is
Yeah.
to speed up play a little bit. And if you want to play it twice, go around twice.
Exactly, but think about it. Most golf courses are over 3,000 yards for 9 holes.
How long is this one?
This is 1,600 yards max.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is instead of playing if you went around and played 9 holes, it takes you on a conventional golf course, usually about 2 hours minimum. This is going to take you about an hour and 15 to an hour and 30 minutes, and you're done with 9 holes. If you want to go around again, 3 hours, you're done. Usually on a regular golf course, if you go play 18 holes, the shortest time you're going to take is 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, you know, everybody's time constraints are so important. So this is going to be a great opportunity. Go out, have fun. Have fun is a key because you're going to be able to make pars. Some people never have a chance to make pars, birdies, pars, you know, bogeys.
Because the courses are so difficult around here.
Absolutely.
And we have some great courses in the Central Valley. There's no question.
You know, one of the things I'm in the process of writing a book called Shooting Under Par. If you knew how to shoot under par, would you do it? That's the name of the title. So this golf course is really designed around my book. You're going to learn to shoot under par because the holes are shorter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be easier. It's gonna be simpler. Once you get used to it, you're there.
Next piece of videotape, let's roll it. And what are we looking at here? What hole is this?
This is a neat hole. This right now is 195 yards. It's number 5 hole, and people actually hit balls over those trees on the left. and hit it into the driving range, which makes it dangerous. So I moved this green and made 2 holes out of this one, and this right here is a tee box for the ladies for hole number 5. But this is going to be number 8.
This area
green.
right here is going to be the tee box.
This is going to be the green.
Oh, this is going to be the green. Okay.
And so what's nice is you have that lake right there. So we're going to clean up those trees, clean up the grass around there, and you're going to be on the putting green looking at a lake.
Okay.
So this is going to be a
So this area right there that we're looking at just a moment ago by the lake, that's going to be the new green.
That's
for
the
what
new
number
green.
hole?
Hole number 8.
Hole number 8.
Yes.
Let's go to the next piece of videotape, and it's the next hole. I believe it would be the 9th hole.
Correct.
Is
so
that
you,
true?
You walk across the fairway, almost straight adjacent to the green. You walk across to here.
That's the tee box.
The tee box is going to be here to the green, which is about 35 yard tee shot into this hole.
Into that existing green right
Correct.
there that's out by the lake. All right.
Correct.
Okay. And you're going to clean that brush area out. You were telling me yesterday there's a little poison ivy out there. People got to be careful. Don't go in there.
Yeah, you know, I don't know
go
if
in
people
there.
don't know this, but they walk in there and they wonder why they're scratching. But there is poison ivy to the right of this. So we'll see how we can
eliminate that.
Either take care of it, clean it out, or just make sure that we have signage out there for that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing. Boy, I'd sure like to know the number of balls out there by that brush, or even in the drink there. That would be amazing to find out.
There's
the
a
number.
lot. Oh, I'm
Thousands?
Easy.
Millions, maybe, since 1989. You never know.
Thousands for sure.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so you were talking about redesigning the clubhouse. And you're going to get a major builder here in the city of Fresno to try to help you do that. Let's take a look at what the existing clubhouse looks like right now. That's it right now. Will you tear this building down and build a new one?
Probably,
no?
Probably in the long range. But for now, we're probably going to just make it up a little bit better. We're going to take that trailer that's sitting over there on the side, take that out. That shed right there, that's just a shed. You know, we'll take that out. And we're ideally right now we're thinking of a big patio area with a patio up on top where people can be sitting upstairs, because one of the most beautiful things at this place is the sunset and the sunrise. So it would be neat to have somebody come down, have coffee, watch the sunrise or the sun setting with either a beer, a glass of wine or something like that. And that's a process that we're shooting for.
And of course you're going to have a snack bar there and everything
Correct.
else.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, we're running out of time. I want to show this training video. We took some video yesterday, side-by-side video of me swinging, you swinging. Well, that's it right there, but that's training number 1. I don't want training number 1. I want the next piece of video that shows us side-by-side. And we're going to use that sound full. Go ahead and roll that. Number 2, not this one, but the next one. Go ahead and roll it.
Here you can see, we were talking about weight shift. Watch how much weight shifts over there, and then look how when you go through the line here, it's a little fast. You see how you don't quite get all the way back over to your left side, but overall not bad. I'd like to see maybe a little closer to your ball, and then as I come up to the finish, straight up and down there, I'd like to see you standing a little taller also.
Wow, so what was the purpose now of drawing that yellow line? You took those shots with your iPad. The yellow line represents what?
Well, we call that just basically a barrier line. You want to go past that line 1 foot. And if you watch...
On the follow-through.
On your follow-through.
Okay.
The backswing, we never sway. Golf is a game of opposites. People don't like to use sway, but on the backswing, you don't sway. On the follow-through, you do sway. You go laterally. And so it shows you exactly, if you'll notice, my line was about in the middle of my body, and yours, you didn't quite reach it. You're behind the line.
Yeah.
And
so we have 30 seconds left. What do you think of my swing overall?
Actually,
considering I hardly ever play.
I was very pleasantly surprised with it. That's old school, very nostalgic type swing. It was great.
Yeah, I know, but I still can't hit it over the lake onto the green.
No, you can't.
I've got a long way to go.
A lot of work. Get some new clubs.
I will. All right, we got 10 seconds. Hey, come back when the golf course is done. We'll go out there and check it out.
I'll be more than glad to.
Sure. All right, Jim Perez, the teaching pro and soon-to-be owner of Islewood. We're back with a brand new guest tomorrow on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno.
ready, Bo?
Let's go.
Dr. Shields, activated, Mr. Sulu. Automatic, sir.
And we're pushing to the limit.
Situation critical.
Base of action.
Can't break loose.
Peace or utter destruction. It's up to you.
Star Trek, Saturdays at 9, 8 Central on MeTV. Brought to you by Ventura TV.